Okay, it's starting to look pretty much exactly the same. I'm just marking out roughly where everything is. Otherwise you just waste a bunch of time doing bodywork on areas that aren't going to get used anyway. Yeah, it's just better fine tuning now to get it all perfect. Same with this side, it's pretty much there now. Just checking the window spacing and all the doors. Just put a thick coat of primer on the wing and then on the upright. I'm just using house primer, just interior drywall primer. It's so much quicker, like it's so quick to sand and it's cheap, so this will do quite nicely for the finish to take the mold from. You don't have to do this big spray job to get it nice enough. I've just put it on thick because there's been a couple of pinholes, but it sands really quick, so it's nice. As you can see, the garage is an absolute mess at the moment. As soon as I get this final bit of sanding done, that'll be it. I can clean the whole garage out, and there's just a bit of light sanding. It's nothing that creates so much dust. And then we can start, rolling some primer on it, and then start molding some little parts. So I've just put a guide coat on this. It's just painted with the house primer. Once this blocks out very smooth, so it's a good surface to take the mold from. Just put a coat of primer, just a thin coat just to seal it, and then I'll do a couple of thick coats and then block it out. And it's coming up pretty good now. So I've just filled in the windscreen. Just made it so it's easier to take a mold from. A few coats on the sides. This side I'm still just fine tuning. It's nearly there now, and then I'll start putting the primer on and start blocking it out, and then this part will be done. Here I've just set up the wing upright. I've just made a flange halfway around the piece so I can mold one side of it first, and then when that's all set up I can flip it over and do the other side. The vents, I'm going to add a little extra, like a 50mm flange around the outside of it, just so I can have some extra so I can trim off to make them fit the body when they're made. And there's the wing. It doesn't look pretty, but it's straight and it's smooth, so once I get a spot to mold that, I'll start one side of that as well. I've added some around the vents and made a little flange around the wing upright, and then I've started waxing these now, so I'll give them a couple of layers of wax and then a couple of coats of PVA, and that'll be it. So these have had 2 layers of wax. The first wax I've wiped off and the second one I left on, and then I've just sprayed this with PVA. So once that dries, I'll give it a coat of gel coat. Now I'll let this cure so we can put at least 1 layer of glass on it just to seal it before it gets too cold here to do anything else. So I've just rolled on 2 layers of 300. This will sit overnight, and then we'll add layers tomorrow to beef it up enough so we can move on. Here I'm just thickening up the mold, just with another few layers of 600, and then I'll just roll it out with this, get all the air out, and then move on to these 2, and then leave these there for the day. Then I can release this one and do the other side. So the body's pretty much done. It's just a matter of just going around and blocking out the sides and the edges, and that's it. I'm happy with the shape. I'm happy with all the edges and stuff. So I just got to make it so it has release angles and mark out where each section will be. And that's it. The next video I'll probably be starting to mold this. Well, that's it for this video. I'm not sure how exciting this one was, but I've made a bit of progress, and yeah, exciting to do some fiberglassing. So we'll see how all this goes. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully there's another one.